Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are all well and in very good health. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my page for more content and updates. So guys, I don't know if you all haven't been following what has been going on with the cricket. It has been 6 hitting galore in Grenada and now here in Trinidad. So Saturday gone, the T20 between West Indies and England saw the second most number of sixes hit in a T20 International. That is right, 34 sixes were struck in the third game between the Poms and the men in maroon, in which the men in red, the Poms, defeated the men in maroon by 7 wickets with 1 ball remaining in a game in which should have been won by the West Indies. Why I'm saying that is because the dead bowling was embarrassing, and yesterday was the same thing, which we will get to in a little bit. But they batted first on Saturday gone, and they posted 222. Now, this is the second score of 200 plus they have scored this year and have failed to defend. They made 222 for 7 from 20 overs. Puran scored, I think, 84. And the rest of the batters, they've been going on all guns blazing. But for me, the real star of the show on Saturday and also yesterday was Phil Salt. Phil Salt, originally from Barbados, he scored what has to be one of the most remarkable T20 centuries I've seen for quite some time. He made, I think, 100 and something on Saturday. I think yesterday made 119 down in Tarouba, which is South Trinidad. And for me, the real hero for them other than Salt on Saturday was Harry Brook. Brook came out, faced only 7 balls, and just destroyed the West Indian bowling confidence. And for me, I'm glad that West Indies did the right thing by resting Azari Joseph for the last 2 games of the series. Remember, there's a series against Australia in the new year, which they have to keep him fit for, and that's one of the main reasons why you have to manage players' workload. If you have seen what has happened in the past few years, India failed to manage Jasprit Bumrah's workload, and therefore he missed the 2022 World T20 in Australia and the 2023 IPL. And Shaheen Shah Afridi missed 2 important test series at home, one against England and one against New Zealand. They rushed him back for the same T20 World Cup which Bumrah had missed for India, and for him to end up injured again. Now, recently Naseem Shah was another one who came down with a shoulder injury when they should have managed his workload. And again, the medical management of the Pakistani team was a total no-show. Let's be real. But coming back to West Indies, for me, only the spinners have been doing the damage. For example, Akil Hussain and Gudakesh Moti, they've been the only 2 spinners that have been consistent. Akil had 2 bad games recently. The one in Grenada on Saturday, where I think he went for 40 something in 4 overs. And we all know how spinners have their bad days. Yesterday, he went for 36 in 4 overs and took a wicket. Moti was a bit disappointing yesterday, but not over the weekend in the games that they played in Grenada. And this is why I've been saying for some time on social media that both of them need to be in the same side when it comes to West Indies white ball team, whether it's the 50 over team or the T20 team. Because they missed a blunder. They made a blunder by leaving Hussain out for the 1 days, but it was understandably why, because they had just missed the World Cup, and also he went to the Abu Dhabi T10 where he took a hat-trick there. But for me, going forward, both of them have to be in the 1 day team, full stop. As for the 4th game of the series, we just talked about the 3rd game, which 34 sixes was hit. Yes, last night 33 sixes was hit, the 3rd most number of sixes in a T20 game. And in the end, West Indies lost by a big margin. That's because England made 267 for 3, the 3rd highest ever total in the history of T20 International. The highest was Nepal's 318 for 3 at the Asia Games a few months ago. And I think the second highest, I believe, is Serbia or Bulgaria. I'm not too sure. I have to double check the stats. But Phil Salt went on an all-out attack from the get-go yesterday. He made 119, and there was also a quick-fire half-century from Liam Livingstone, and it's good to see Livingstone getting back into the runs after struggling for the first 3 games. The West Indies bowling was total S yesterday. Only Hussain, Holder and Russell took wickets, but Holder and Hussain, not Hussain, Holder and Russell. They've been the real reason why we lost on Saturday. They were bowling too wide and too short and have been disappearing all over the place. Yesterday, I'll give Russell a little bly with the batting, but his bowling, he should not be bowling, period. He should be playing as a specialist batter. And for me, for the decider, they need to bring back Romario Shepherd, because Jason Holder has been mediocrity whole year long. Not only I've been saying this, but also one of my followers and one cricket journalist from India has been saying the same thing. And even some of my followers too. The amount of bullcrap Holder has been bowling in the 4 games, we could give him a bly for the second game, which he bowled well. But the 3rd game and the 4th game, sorry to say this, he needs to be removed from the 11. Matthew Ford, I would give him a bly too, but was very expensive with the ball. He went for 50 something in 4 overs. And sorry to say this, but this 2 new ball rule for 50 over cricket and T20 cricket has killed the balance of bat and ball. You may recall back in the day, they would use just 1 whole ball for full 50 overs. Then 2007 they changed the rule by having changed the ball after 34 overs. Excuse me. And then 4 years later, after 2011 World Cup, they changed the rule again with this 2 new ball rule. And that is what is killing both the 1-day and the T20 game for Spike now. And it's all ICC's fault for that. England's 267 in Tarouba was their highest ever total in T20 internationals. And it was also on yet another flat deck. This is the 2nd straight game in a row that the wicket has been flat and has nothing for the bowlers. However, the England spinners, they exploited that in the 2nd inning. Adil Rashid and Rehan Ahmed, who missed the last game for rest, they took wickets at regular intervals. And from when West Indies had started, they went all guns blazing, only to be losing wickets at regular intervals. However, Russell saved them from further embarrassment with a quick fire half century, I think, which took about 20-something deliveries. And this was Russell's first T20 50 in a while, whether it's the T20 International or the franchise team. But overall, West Indies, they were disappointing on the whole. We all know that 268 was way off target, and it was a huge ask in the end, but we move along. The decider is tomorrow down at the same Brian Lara Cricket Academy Stadium down in South Trinidad in Tarouba, which is near San Fernando. Let's see how it plays out. Maybe West Indies make 1 or 2 changes again. But if they do play on the same wicket, it's going to be another 6 hitting Galore. And one more thing I must add. This current T20 series has seen the most number of 6s hit in a bilateral series. 104 6s in 4 games. And just goes to show that both England and West Indies batters have all the power hitting they need. But the problem that West Indies has is their dead bowling, and that's the main concern. The fielding, that's a next story by itself. But England, they have a good bowling attack, a dangerous batting order to go along with it. But they for real, West Indies should have wrapped up the series on Saturday had they did not bowl Russell at the dead. And for me, I would rather see Shafeen Rutherford and Rovman Powell bowl a few overs too, just for the fun of it, and let's see how it works out. But with all of that being said, I'm gonna wrap up this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I have a flight to catch later on to the States, so I'll keep you all updated with what's happening. So until then, take care.